the tales of our pal Piggley. Ireland is the world he loves so well. He wrinkles out his spots and are downright sickly. How he does that, only he can tell. Piggley, Ferny, Molly, and Dannan never miss a chance to have too much fun. In Tara or Raloo, lots of excitement for everyone. Curiosity's in a hurry, leaving no time to stop and think. The line between wild and crazy gets blurry. Tigers! The adventures of Piggley Winks. Something in the way his eyes start blazing tells us he's on to a brand new plan. His lips curl up, it's downright amazing. Looking for mischief, well, he's your man. Piggley, Ferny, Molly, and Dannan never miss a chance to have too much fun. In Tara or Raloo, lots of excitement for everyone. They go to bed just to wake up early, to get in trouble or on the brink. The line between wild and crazy gets blurry. Tigers! The adventures of Piggley Winks.
Seamus, you need to get your teeth brushed.
I know, Mom. I will, in a minute.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Sorry, Grandpa. I thought you were reading.
I was. But it's way past my bedtime when I'm falling asleep in the middle of a chapter. What are you after now, Seamus?
His action figure. Captain Cyclops, and he's an action hero. Whatever, he lost him. No, I didn't. He was on a mission, and now I can't find him.
I see. Can you describe this action hero to me, then?
Captain Cyclops is super strong. He flies through the sky, doing flips and twirls. And no bad guy stands a chance against him, because with his emerald eye, he can see into the future.
He sounds spectacular.
He is. He rights wrongs, and he saves the world, and he watches over kids when they sleep, so they don't have bad dreams. I gotta find him before I go to bed, Grandpa.
Sean, are you going to help your brother with his search?
Oh, he can go to bed without Captain Cyclops for one night.
I'm certain he can, but mightn't you be a bit more understanding?
It's just a toy, Grandpa.
To you, perhaps. But clearly, Seamus feels otherwise. You know, I had a similar experience with my friend Ferny once.
You did?
I sure did. Ferny had lost something too. And Dannan and I had no idea how important it was to him.
Fernando, Toro, we're here to take you to school, so come out with your hands up.
We've got you surrounded.
We know you're in there, Toro. There's no chance for escape. Something's wrong.
Buenos días, niños.
Top of the morning to you, Don Toro.
Good morning, Don Toro. Is there something wrong with Ferny?
I'll let him tell you.
What's the matter, Ferny?
It's Thor.
Ooh, your pet goldfish, Thor?
Thor the goldfish, named for the fearsome Viking spirit of thunder, known far and wide for his bravery and his terrifying battle cry. So, what about him, Ferny? He died. That's too bad.
Oh, it certainly is.
Want to play some hurley after school today?
He was a good fish. It never disobeyed me, not once. Oh, I really miss him.
Ferny, the best thing to do is to get yourself to school so you can forget about the whole thing.
Maybe I should just stay home to be with Thor.
You mean you haven't flushed him down the toilet yet?
Oh, he was a friend, Piggley. You don't do that to a friend.
Oh, I suppose not.
The sooner you bury him, the sooner you'll be able to forget him.
I don't want to forget him.
Mijo, here's your lunch. If you like, I can see to Thor while you're at school.
No. Thank you, Papa. Gracias. But he's my fish. I'll do it later.
Ferny, I am bored. Bored out of my gourd, and they would be too. But they lack a key ingredient, the mind. What we need is an activity, something with movement, something to stir the blood, a sport. Cricket? Are you nuts? That's the same as being bored. No. Golf is a game, not a sport. Tennis, that's it. It's active. There's movement. There's grace. Whoa! Blah.
If there are no more questions, class, you may put away your math books. In the time remaining, who can tell me some of the things that bring visitors to Ireland? Hector?
My dad says people love to come to Ireland for its salmon fishing. He says there's nothing better than Irish salmon.
Excellent, Hector. Our fish are highly prized.
Thor was a fish.
Millie?
Some people come to Ireland to see our famous glassmakers. They make crystal bowls and vases and beautiful stained glass windows.
Thor liked being by the window.
Good answer, Millie. Don't strain yourself there, Gosford. You may answer.
People come to see our historic sites and artifacts. Artifacts like the Book of Kells are called national treasures.
Thor had a treasure chest in his bowl.
Ferny, are you all right?
I was teaching him to kiss me.
Don't laugh. He can't help it. He's sad because his fish died.
But don't worry, we'll help him get over it.
Mr. Hornsby, may I be excused?
Certainly, Ferny. Take all the time you need. And if you'd like to stay after school and talk about it, I'll be here for you.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hornsby, but Piggley and Dannan will help me.
Very well.
Yo, Bernie, what's taking so long? You're still stretching? Not to be cocky, Bernie, but you better save something for the match. Ground stroke, lob. Oh, and before I forget. There, looking good. Finally, I know you're tired, so I'll go easy on you. I foresee a victory.
Poor Ferny. He just wasn't himself in school that day. We had to cheer him up. And in our minds, the best way to do that was to make him forget Thor.
Taking your time going home, are ya? It is a lovely afternoon.
I hadn't noticed.
Well, I noticed something. Your lunch bag looks just as heavy this afternoon as it did this morning when we left for school.
Oh, Piggley, I wasn't very hungry today. Help yourself to whatever you like.
Let's see what you have here. Oh, no!
What is it, Piggley?
A sandwich! Raw vegetables! They've turned me into Vlad the Daft!
A vampire! Don't worry, Ferny. I'll protect you.
Why do they call you daft?
Because I always do the opposite of what I'm told.
Well then, don't put this sandwich on your head.
And don't flap your arms like a chicken. Ferny, I was really sorry to hear about your pet fish, Ferny. What was his name?
His name was Thor. It means thunder. When I'd feed him, his stomach would rumble. Jenny Mac, it rumbled like thunder. I like that. That's why I named him so.
You shouldn't talk to Ferny about Thor, Millie.
He's never gonna stop thinking about him if he keeps hearing his name. I'm sorry. What can we do?
Oh, this will cheer him up. Guaranteed. Ferny, I'll bet you can't name this tune.
Oh, that's easy. That's Paddy McGinty's goat.
Millie, he knows nearly every song in the entire world. It's almost impossible to stump him.
Ooh, try this one, Ferny.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Who's a maid with the nut-brown hair? Oh.
That's it! Oh, that's brilliant, Ferny.
These are too easy. Give me something hard.
Oh, you won't get this one, Ferny. Not in a million years.
It's... Wait. No.
You got him, Piggley!
Give up, Ferny?
Oh! Who threw the overalls in Mistress Murphy's chowder? Only you played it in the wrong key, Piggley. That's why it took me so long.
Jakers, Ferny, you are truly gifted.
Yeah. I'm ready. Ha! Ha ha! Whoa, look out. Ah!
Look at her go!
Now watch this. I call it tightrope walker.
We had succeeded in making Ferny completely forget about his poor fish. Or so we thought.
Oh, I'll get it.
What is it, Ferny?
Something wrong.
I was just having so much fun. I forgot about Thor.
Well, that's good, Ferny. You should forget.
I suppose I should, but I don't want to. Maybe there's something wrong with me.
Would you like to play a little more with the tops?
I think I'd like to be alone with Thor. Oh, would you mind?
But
We'll see you later, Ferny.
Okay.
Clearly, Ferny was still very sad about Thor, and that had us worried. So we did the only thing we could think of. We took our worries to Ferny's father.
You two are very good friends to be so concerned about Fernando.
He's not getting any better than Toro.
and we tried everything to cheer him up.
Well, niños, this may surprise you, but sometimes it is okay to be sad.
But, you see, Don Taro, Ferny's not just sad like losing your ice cream in the muck sad. He's really, really sad.
Well, there are times when it's even okay to be really, really sad.
Is this one of those times? Because he can't forget Thor?
This is one of those times, Dannan. You see, there are some things in life we don't want to forget. That we shouldn't forget. And it does us good to remember.
Ferny's mom had died when Ferny was very small. Seeing the way Don Toro looked at her picture helped Dannan and me understand how if you love someone very much and you lose them, you don't ever forget them. Still, we wondered if Ferny would ever be happy again.
Would either of you like a snack? It's tuna fish.
No, thank you.
Dad, not after Ferny lost his fish today.
He lost his fish? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is he a bit under the weather then?
Yes. We tried to help him forget, but it's not working.
The best thing for Ferny to do is to remember the fun he had with his pet and not to be feeling sad about him being gone.
That's kind of what Don Taro said.
We have to find a way to help Ferny remember the good times.
Have you thought about giving Ferny's fish a wake?
Oh, there's no waking him, Dad. We've seen him. He's done.
No, son. A wake is an Irish tradition, a celebration of the life that just passed.
I've never heard of it.
You've been fortunate not to lose any friends or relatives. The traditional wake began as a way for people to show each other their love and support and to honour the dearly departed.
Oh, I like that idea, Piggley.
Oh, that's it then. We'll have a wake for Thor to celebrate his life and help Ferny remember the good times.
Ferny, how could you say that? I'm aching to play tennis with you. Literally. Ferny, you gotta believe me, I love tennis. I love the cute shorts. I love the little bracelets. I love the way the winner jumps over the net. Ferny?
Here, Ferny. These are for your get-together. A few cucumber sandwiches.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Hornsby.
Our procession ended at the pond, near Dannan's house. It was the perfect place to say goodbye to Thor.
We are here today to honor Thor, Ferny's pet goldfish. He died. So, if you want to share a story about Thor, then, well, go ahead.
When my father was a boy, he had a dog that died. It made him so sad he cried for days and days. He wanted to protect me from that same sadness, so I was never allowed to have a pet. As I grew older, I realized that although I never knew the sorrow of losing a pet, I also never knew the joy a pet can give you. I'm glad you had the joy of spending time with Thor.
Oh, gracias, Papa. Thank you.
I knew Thor from the pet store before Ferny bought him. I wanted him for myself, but me mom said we had enough pets already. I was happy Ferny got him.
Go ahead, Molly.
I like fish. I like to eat them. Baked, poached,
That's fine, Molly. Hector has something to say.
I do?
smoked, dried,
All right, Molly. We get the idea.
and toast.
Go ahead, Hector. Quick. Well, I never knew Ferny's fish, but I know Ferny. And, if Thor made Ferny happy, well then, he must have been a good fish. Uh-huh. You do? Oh, yeah, sure. Ferny would like to sing now.
Oh!
Then, as the rest of us listened, Ferny sang his song.
I feel sad, but I won't
It
forget.
was cheerful
the
and
good
sweet
times
and sad,
we
all at the
had.
same time.
I gave you your name, and I gave you care, but you gave me something much more rare. Deep in my heart, you'll always be there.
Now it is time to return Thor to the water, where he belongs.
Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, Thor. That was really thoughtful of Mr. Hornsby to give us these cucumber sandwiches.
I baked some monticados for you, Ferny.
Montecados. Oh, thanks, Millie.
Montejuatos?
Montecados. Spanish treats with cinnamon and almonds. Thor used to love them.
Tasty. I'm glad I made you something that reminds you of Thor. Are you feeling better now?
Well, I'm still sad, but it's a good sad. Excuse me, everyone. Hello? Excuse me? Thank you all for coming. Thor would have loved his wake. I know now that he will never be forgotten. And I also know that no one in the whole wide world has greater friends than I have.
So, you see, Sean, it wasn't until I understood how important Ferny's fish was to him that I could be a true friend and help him deal with his troubles.
Yeah, just like I didn't get how important Captain Cyclops is to Seamus.
Now, I never thought of that.
I get it, Grandpa. I should help Seamus find his toy. I mean, action hero.
Never mind. Mom says it's bedtime in 5 minutes no matter what. I can't find Captain Cyclops and I've looked everywhere.
Did you look in the backyard?
Backyard?
That's where we were playing this afternoon.
We weren't in the... Oh, yeah, huh? I didn't look there.
Come on, we got 5 minutes.
I'll get some flashlights.
Now, if I had the emerald eye of Captain Cyclops and could see into the future, I imagine I'd see those boys locating a lost action hero just about...
Found him! Yes! Thanks, Sean. Mom, Sean helped me find Captain Cyclops!
Sure, it's good to know that once again we'll all sleep safely under his watchful eye.